What's going on, everybody? We are live at 6:45 on the trenches. Everybody's here. The 12, as I like to call them, all vying for $5,000 this season, but they've got to get through the trenches first. As you guys know, this is no ordinary competition. They play, they win, they get the game breaker, and they lose. This week, they're definitely going to be losing a player. We're going to see what else happens. Thanks for joining us this week on the trenches. Let's go ahead and get it started. Here we go. Hey, welcome to the live show, everybody. This is how it goes. We are live, which means any little glitches, anything that goes wrong, you guys get to ride along with us and see what we experience every week. But we got everybody here. I see Jordan. I see Chef Boyard DJ with pick number 12, sporting that out lately. We got the ladies, Nikki and Gladys, the couple, Andrew and Kate, founding fathers down there in the corner, Austin, Nick, Adam Hole Sports, Alex, Nat, and Jason. Everybody's here, and what everybody wants to know is, did we win, and who are we going to lose? In case you guys missed it last week, here's how it's going down. Whoever wins is going to lose a starter. Whoever loses is going to lose someone off the bench. Nobody knows who it is because their opponent picked them, and the points are going to go along with them. So let's get started. Let's not waste any time because I know these competitors want to know, just like you, who is going to win this week. So who already thinks that they lost? Who's already in their head? I know I didn't do it. Yeah, there's a couple, aren't there? That's okay.
We'll help Andrew and Kate. It's Andrew and Kate.
It's Andrew and Kate.
We own it.
What we're doing?
We own it.
We own it. All right. Here we go. First up, the grudge match. Jason and Elio. These guys have been tweeting out videos, calling each other out all week long. It's been quite the ride. And here are the rosters. Now, these are hard for our competitors to see because this slide is small, but you guys can see plain and clear that, like we talked about, a starter is going and a bench person is going. So Kirk Cousins could be going back into the waiver pool. We could see Taysom Hill go back into the waiver pool. We could see Jalen Hurts, ETN, Brown, AJ Brown, any of these guys could be going back into the waiver pool. So if we just get right into it, on the benches, one of these guys is going. Is Henry going to the waiver pool for everybody to pick up? Gibson, Hopkins is coming back. Trevor Lawrence, DeAndre Swift, who knows? We're going to find out. Here is the final score of Sleeper. 6-point match. All right, this makes it real close. However, Elio won this match. Jason lost. That means that Elio is going to lose the bench, but Jason is going to lose a starter. Now, the fun thing about these scores, right? If Jason picked Trevor Lawrence as the person that he kicked off, that will put Elio's score at 112, which means the only way Elio can win this match is if he picked Tyreek Hill. But if Jason picked anybody else but Trevor Lawrence, Elio would only be at a 4 5.45 point deficit, there would be no way for Jason to win, because if a player scored less than 5 points, it's an automatic 10-point deduction. With that 4.5 point deficit that Elio would have, there would not be any way for Jason to win.
My God, why does this sound like a horrible math class? Like,
There we go.
I just sound like I'm in algebra or something. Like,
Did you not do good in algebra, Nikki?
I did not. No, I own a marketing
Well, here we
company,
go.
not a math tutoring company.
I broke it all down for you guys. Broke it down for everybody at home. This is what was picked. Vikings defense is minus 16. Sorry about that. And White goes for 580. These are the final scores. Elio puts it out. But what this means, so you guys can understand the rest of it, the Vikings defense is going back in the pool. White is going back in the waiver pool. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of the first round so far, considering who's going back in the pool, who these guys picked on each other's side?
Let's see their rosters again.
You want to see the rosters again?
Yeah.
I don't understand how you don't
see
pick
the
Trevor
rosters
Lawrence.
again.
That is weak sauce.
No,
Yeah.
isn't it though?
When you say matchup, are you talking about?
Yeah,
No
that's
way.
like a deal
No
happening
shots
in the back
That's a
there.
deal. That's a
Exactly.
deal.
Yeah, did you not learn your lesson, Elio?
What do you mean? We only had Trevor Lawrence. We only
Backdoor
had
Elio.
we only had
Derrick Henry.
Kirk Cousins, Derrick Henry, Tyreek Hill,
Tyreek Hill.
Hey,
Come
Commissioner
on.
Cook is a man of his word, man. All right, that's all I
AJ
can
Brown.
Vikings defense. Come on now.
They
That
talk about
was
that
a
so
deal.
much
Cut a
on
deal.
social media
That's what
just
that
to
looks
cut a
like.
deal in the back.
Oh my
what
God.
the heck?
Totally a deal.
All that
All
trash.
that
cut a
white
deal on
noise
that
going
one.
on for nothing.
They would never-
Hey,
They
you
would
guys do
never-
you. We spoke about it. And the most important part, the man that never backed down, he's a man of integrity. So appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That
saying.
no
When you
problem.
shoot it,
Hey,
it
look,
does.
defense.
we had already agreed upon this prior to that. So you talk about all that white noise. We're showmen. We're here for the show. That's
Yeah,
what we're
all
here
that
for.
trash
But in the
talk
back
is
room,
quite
listen, at
nice.
the end of the day, we talked about it. We're both kind of average right now, and we don't want to kill each other when other teams are ascending. So, hey, just because you wanted some people off the roster, suck it up, baby.
Yeah, that trash
We're
talk.
staying with all our
Yeah.
players, man. And next week is another week.
I don't want to
It's
know what
all
you're doing in the back
fake.
room, Commish. Okay.
You guys
No.
are like
You in the back
fucking
room.
Rob and Amber.
Backdoor deals.
Hey.
I cannot believe
Rob
Nice
and
guy.
Amber. I love it.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
a
I'm
nice
tweeting
guy.
that.
That's all there is
Henry
to
and
it.
Swift or anybody else. So we're both teams are intact. So.
Oh,
And by the way, man, I mean, Commish can tell you, man. I think I probably drove him insane all this weekend because I was so paranoid. Every single time you're gonna miss me, right? You're not gonna backstab me. I mean, he could show you the text and the. I drove the poor guy nuts. So I
he's
always
texted
call
me
you
in
when
the-
you come out of Miami, bro.
backdoor deals.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think because
my
of Jordan,
God.
Elio definitely needs therapy from Jordan this year for sure.
Not really. Sorry.
I hear about it every
Captain
week.
Chaos, baby.
Captain
Backstabber,
Chaos.
bro. That's what it is.
Man, this.
All right, guys. Backdoor
my
deals.
God.
They happen here on the trenches. I mean, 5,000's on the line. You're going to get some
Man.
survivor action because only one person's going to win it at the end. And that's just what happened. In our next match, we had the couple of Mr. Right and Mrs. Always Right, Andrew and Kate versus the Founding Fathers. We see Kyler Murray on those chopping blocks. Stevenson, Hendo is there. Thielen, San Francisco defense on Founding Father side. Jared Allen, he's always under attack. We got
damn.
Jones, we got Devonta, we got Kittle and Denver's defense. Some good people. Someone is getting a quality pick off this one, unless there's another backdoor deal.
There were
off
no
the-
backdoor deals on this one.
Off the
We
bench.
discussed that for about 20 seconds, and we decided no, we'd probably screw them over, so let's just not do it.
Yes, thank you. I love the people that will screw somebody else over.
That's what upsets me about this last one.
Jordan,
You
is
guys
Nikki's
could have put
hero
on the
right
whole
now.
show, but if you would have at least one of you would have stabbed the other in the back, you would have saved it. We'd still respect you. Even
You're,
after
you're enjoying the back and forth, right? Don't worry about it.
Except Gladys.
You don't respect me anyway, baby.
You know, hey.
True story.
Well,
We need more therapy in the
whoever's-
show. More therapy.
Game, all right?
Whoever's going to win is going to lose people like Garoppolo, CEH, Ayuk, Doubs, Connor's out there. We see Higgins, Tunyon. There's, again, someone quality is going back into the waiver pool. At the end of the actual match, Founding Fathers comes out 144 to 128. That's about a 16-point difference.
Screw Denver's defense.
Let's see what happens. So that means that Andrew and Kate, you're losing someone off the starting roster. Founding Fathers, you're losing someone off the bench. And Andrew and Kate, who do you guys think's gone?
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. Founding Fathers, who are you losing?
Chase. No, Higgins. Sorry. I don't know why I chased him.
Higgins? Yeah, because he's not on your guy.
I think Higgins was set to take a 0. He wasn't activated until like 30 minutes before kickoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got 11.2 more than last week. Let's see what happened. It's Ramondre Stevenson and Higgins. There's the points that they lost, setting the final score 133 to 103. Not a lot of these final scores, I think, are going to get affected by the roster drops, but clearly your roster did. Founding Fathers, I'll start with you. You guys okay losing Higgins?
No, that sucks.
No, he's awesome, but that's the way of the trenches, man.
Yeah. We're used to it by now. Now it's like all we have to lose is Higgins. Fucking win.
I guess. Yeah. Look, the win is keeping Josh Allen. I didn't do any math. No. I was so busy making little altars and praying that we keep Josh Allen.
Yeah.
If the scores would have turned out different, he would have been gone.
Oh yeah.
We'll say that. He was gone.
100%.
You know,
we were the jugular. Take him out.
After the first week, I mean, what really can you do?
You're not wrong.
Now, if we don't lose our entire roster, it's a celebration.
100%.
Hey, Chris, we're looking good. We're looking good, man.
Andrew and Kate, you guys lose Ramondre Stevenson. That's got to hurt a little more. Running back, running backs are definitely more of a elite commodity, and you see them go back in the waiver pool. Are you guys dumping all the FAAB to try and get him back, or are you going to see what else is out there and possibly replace him with someone else?
We'll see what else is out there. We just
picked
him up, I think.
Yeah, it was disappointing to see him gone already. We just picked him up, and to see him throw big points right away was great. Sucks to lose him, but we'll see what other fish are in the pond.
Might be the only time you get to see it. All right, so that brings us up to the next match of the night. We know that they are gone back into the waiver pool. Boom. Sir Austin Mealy versus Nick Smith, the auctioneer. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is an actual auctioneer. We see the starting rosters come up. We see guys like Geno Smith, Leonard Fournette, Mostert, Pittman, Andrews could be on the chopping block. Buffalo's defense on the other side. We got Lamar Jackson, Wilson. We got Metcalf, Duvernay, Cooper, and Cincinnati's defense for the big prize targets on the benches. Nick's carrying Keenan Allen, Mooney, if you still believe in him, Cobb, and Nick has people like Pollard and Singletary, Jackson and Robinson. So good chance that we're going to see some running backs in here either way, but we'll find out. Austin easily carries this one through this week, 149 to 89. Huge deficit, not really possible to overcome. So Nick is going to lose a starter. Austin's going to lose someone from his bench. Austin, who do you think it's going to be?
I think he picked Matt Stafford, who's already off my team. See ya.
Possibly Matt Stafford. You dropped Matt Stafford this week.
3:04 p.m.
After a crappy performance. Nick, who do you think's gone off your roster?
Probably Lamar Jackson. That's who I would pick if it was against me.
I mean, unless there's a backdoor deal going on, I'd say that's probably true. And there it is. You're absolutely right. Matt Stafford, who you dropped fairly quickly before the end of the morning games, he was gone. He does cost you 14 points, but it's pretty impossible for him to cost you the win. Lamar Jackson, however, going back into the pool. Boom.
I was going to drop him this week anyways.
Yeah,
sure,
right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
You were.
Yeah, sure. here.
What are we thinking, everybody?
Well, there was no
Lamar's looking
deal.
good.
There was
Lamar
no
looked
side
good.
deal.
I thought there was a rule that if the player wasn't on your team anymore, it didn't count.
Yeah, Lamar looks sexy.
At the start, if he's on your team at the start of games, now you can't just ditch somebody after the game's already started.
It was at 3:04. He played at 3:05.
Did not go through. Did not go through.
I dropped him. What do you? Yes, it did. We got the timestamps, 100%.
If you look up at the timestamp, it's only going to come down to the hour, not the minute. And the games had already started. So Stafford gone, 14 points gone. I mean, unless you want to lose somebody who's actually on your roster.
I'm just saying, if it comes down to 14.85 at the end, I got robbed.
If it comes down to 4.85, because you still take a minus 10 on that. And so you would have saved yourself 4.85 points. Next match. Anybody got anything left on this one? Didn't think so.
Lamar looks good.
Lamar on the waiver.
Lamar is on.
That's a sexy waiver wire right there.
I need a quarterback.
That's, even with Jalen on my roster, man, Lamar looks enticing.
Here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Got to make sure that people can see it. No, stop it. Oh, people are getting all kinds of stuff to see. Boom. There we go. Now, let's get on with it. Live show, folks. This is what you get. It's awesome. I love it. This is a good live show so far. Here we go. Captain Chaos, Jordan Thomas versus the ladies. Gladys, the attitude from Altitude. Nikki, the diva. Nice rosters. Somebody good's coming in off this one, ladies and gentlemen. We got, on Jordan's side, we got Tom Brady. We got Breece Hall, Tyler Lockett, Travis Kelce, Waddle, Baltimore's defense. On the other side, we have Patrick Mahomes, Barkley, Chase Edmonds, Cup, McKenzie, if you're looking for someone to slide in there. New England's defense. Off the benches, Jordan's got Carr, Jordan's got Taylor, Jordan's got Olave and Wilson. Nikki and Gladys have St. Brown and Philly's defense. This waiver wire is going to be stacked, kids. It's 116 from Jordan, 135 from the ladies. The ladies only have to worry about their bench. Jordan has to worry about his entire starting roster. Jordan, who are you about to lose, bud?
I am praying that it's Tom Brady because I really don't want to lose Breece Hall and I really don't want to lose Travis Kelce. So as long as it's not one of those two guys, I'll walk out of here. But if not, I'm just blowing all my fab on that guy to get him back on my team.
Says Jordan again. He's blowing all his fab. Ladies, all of it. Ladies,
likely story.
Who are you losing off the bench?
Monra.
Yeah.
St. Brown?
Yeah.
St. Brown. Yeah.
St. Brown.
I'd want that defense. I might have got after your defense, but you're absolutely right. Both of you, it is Brady. It is St. Brown. Jordan,
I like when people are
ruthless.
ruthless.
Like you said, you're happy just not to lose anybody else. The scores go to 94 versus.
Ladies, you were nice.
What's that?
Ladies were nice.
Yeah, the ladies definitely went nice on this one.
You were nice.
I
thought there was a backdoor deal.
You're gonna bitch about deals, and then you're gonna pick.
I didn't even try.
Why is Kelsey not in this pool?
Kelsey should have been the one. Right there. Kelsey was the one.
I am just saying.
Would have been the number. Absolutely.
Tom Brady had the juiciest matchup he's going to have all season.
I can't wait till there's a new adjective for matchup.
It was the right
So
call.
Nikki and Gladys, I got to ask you, what was the strategy here? You guys going for the points or to put the player back in the pool?
The points. We were going for the win. Yeah, and Brady had the better matchup than Kelce did. Brady should have killed Steelers. Missing 4 DBs? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And he only scored 22 points? That's ridiculous.
Tell me about him. I have him on like 3
He has marital issues.
Gosh, damn marital issues. So, Nikki, you're happy with this one. You're good with this.
I'm happy
you
with
lost
this
St.
one.
Brown.
Well, it's all right. This waiver wire is about to be stacked. And let's not forget, Gladys is on Mountain Time. So all of you.
Yeah, exactly.
And let me be very clear. There was no backdoor deal because nobody wants to do backdoor deals with me and Gladys.
Let me tell you
Certainly
something.
not Jordan. No.
Let me tell you,
I would have tried.
We did an interview with Jordan last week in week 5, coming up into week 6, and we talked about how there could be possibilities of backdoor deals amongst some of the teams this week, but there was 0.0 minus decibel chance that any backdoor deal was coming on this matchup, because on one side you've got Nikki, who's never ever going to do a deal for anything unless it's the $5,000, and Jordan, who nobody's going to do a deal with after he's stabbed.
I'll get a deal
in
done.
the back.
You just wait, Chris.
All I know is that Jordan blew all his points last week because could have definitely used maybe 40 of them if they would have carried over to this week.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm the lucky loser this week because now I get to go get Lamar Jackson to add
You
to
are
my
super lucky.
roster.
It's
you
possible.
stabbed,
great.
You stabbed Elo in the back,
take
and now
Tom
you don't
Brady.
lose Kels. How
does that
this
happen?
minefield?
It's a good week
There
for
they
you,
go.
Jordan. That's a good week. Backstabbing and
good
still
week.
coming out
Like
on
I said,
top.
Elio needs therapy now.
He goes from backstabbing to the top scorer in 30 FAAB to now he loses Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Not Kelsey, not Brees Hall. He loses Tom Brady. Yeah, watch out for this guy right here.
So disappointed.
I'm not. Good job, ladies. Good job.
Backstabbing
Good
pays
stuff.
I'm
off.
sure it's not going to be the first or the last time you're disappointed, baby.
Here we go. Adam Holtz versus the Rebel.
I'm all messed up, man. He has a proof in the DMs.
Nat, we look at the rosters. Adam Holtz has Jones, if you like him, Montgomery, Gordon, Samuel. He's got Debo sitting out there. He's got Lamb out there. Sutton, if you're trying to pick up some points. Dallas defense on Nat's side. Aaron Rodgers, Mixon, Kamara, Chase, Lazard, Gallup coming into his own. Again, nice and juicy for everybody. Everybody's waiver wire lips or mouths are salivating. On Adam's bench, we got Goff, if you're giving him a chance, boom or bust. We got Murray, let's see, and DJ Moore, even Kyle Pitts. Hey, he might be he might be going back in the pool.
Also garbage.
Kyle Pitts.
I don't care if you got a touchdown.
Over on that side, she's got Dallas just in case, but we got Michael Thomas, Smith Schuster, Taysom Hill. So win or lose, there's going to be some value in the pool. The match comes out 153-91. Adam's team just taking a break this week, saving it. And Matt's team just going all out, doing all to get her the win after last week, which means Adam is going to lose a starter. Nat is going to lose someone off her bench. Adam, who you losing, bud?
Well, I know Nat drafted Cortland Sutton, and she was a little bit bitter when she lost him off of her roster earlier this year. So my guess is she's going to take Sutton.
She might be trying to grab him back for free.
You don't want anything with Sutton.
Nat, who are you about to lose?
Who am I about to lose? Could be Juju or Thomas. I mean, I think it's one or the other. I'll say Thomas because I guess that's the easy choice.
Who's the one you don't want to lose?
Juju.
You don't want to lose Juju?
Should have reached out.
Who's the one you don't want to lose, Adam?
Preferably nobody, but I really don't want to lose Debo or Lamb. But yeah.
Well, let's see what happened. Boom. I'm sorry, Adam. It is Lamb. Lamb's going back into the waiver pool, and Taysom Hill is also going back into the waiver pool. Nat, you're probably feeling okay. Adam, not so much. Adam, that means that what are we doing here to recover, man? I mean, that was a pretty big hit.
I mean, my team just has to score more points. I mean, it's pretty simple. You know, the strategy with the game breaker didn't really matter much this week. I think Nat scored the second most points, and I had the second least points. So game breaker is pretty irrelevant at that point.
What are you going to do with Lamb off your roster now?
Well, I'm going to try to get another receiver, I guess.
Are you going to go back for Lamb? He's going back in the waiver pool.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, again, like the waiver wire strategy can't be determined until we know next week's game breaker. Like you can't plan for your waivers till you know what the game breaker is. So
that is very true.
Amen.
That is 100%.
Yeah.
A fantastic take. Nat, you lose Taysom Hill. I think you're okay. He's kind of a boomer bust guy. Your bench actually was set up pretty nice. I agree. I think Thomas probably would have been the biggest hit for me, but you're fine without anybody on your bench. I mean, honestly, you could have lost your whole bench and probably been good except for bye weeks.
Yeah. I have to admit that it's not that I was bitter. I didn't like the little jab as far as a little Sutton. So I was looking at this matchup and I'm like, you better pray, because I was like, I knew I was going to kick your ass, and that's what happened. So
You better pray.
you can have Sutton though. He's doing awesome.
It's more like a little nothing now.
A little nothing. At least
Little
you don't have to.
nothing now with Sutton since he picked it up. I mean,
it's a very little something. Very
we
little.
can, yeah. That if we're gonna glean some positive out of this, Adam, you don't have to change your team name this week. You're good.
Let Russ cook.
That is a huge positive.
That's huge.
Change it to let Russ cook.
You could change it to Adam had a little lamb. Something like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Not no more.
All right.
Exactly.
So
Had a little lamb.
That's the hat.
Had a little lamb.
Add a little lamb.
Lamb and he'll go into the waiver pool as well. And we got David, the listener, Skull versus Alex Whitlock. Boom. On David's side, we got guys like Joe Burrow, Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey, Stephon Diggs, Evans, Ertz, Elliott. I mean, I pretty much the whole damn roster. Alex Whitlock, Herbert, Najee Harris finally had a decent game, not a great game. Cook, Gabe Davis, Jefferson, Hurst is there. Mike Williams. I mean, these are loaded rosters. You guys are getting like something good out of this one, unless there was a backdoor deal. Benches on David's side. Prescott about to come back. Pierce. He's got Devontae Adams, and Alex has Josh Jacobs, Al Jair, Pickens, Hawkinson, Deontay Johnson. Like, man, you guys, this is the one right here. This is the Christmas bowl. 176 from David to 114. Nobody in this league could have done anything about David this week. Just going big for the top score. That means that he only loses a bench player. Alex, you're going to lose a starter. I'm going to start with you, Alex, since you got to lose a starter. Who are you going to lose this week?
Herbert.
Herbert's gone? He hasn't been playing, fantastic. He did put up 20, but you think he's the one?
I think Jordan might have tried to secure a win. That's where all the points are coming from.
All right. David, who are you losing off the bench? I actually really like your bench. I mean, Prescott, Pierce, Adams. I mean,
my bench is a starting lineup.
Yeah.
I'm losing Adams, dude. There's no doubt about it.
All your players were on bye this week, except for our Rivers, who likely did not get picked and would also amount to 10. So no matter what, you're only losing 10 points. It does not matter. Alex, you're going to lose some points, but more importantly, obviously, is the player, and it's Adams and Jefferson. Jefferson going back into the pool.
Yeah.
There it is.
Ooh.
That's what I was waiting for.
I feel a whole lot better about being a ratty bastard.
Well, you didn't keep
I'm telling you that right now.
Deal,
Explain that statement. How are you a ratty bastard this week?
We came with a backdoor deal. To be honest, I was going to be a ratty bastard from the start. I'm not going to lie to you.
What was
the
the deal?
We were going to go for defenses, and I was going to take Algier, and he was going to take so-and-so. But I knew from the start, I was like, he's got one of the best teams out here.
So
I got to clean it out.
So you're both liars for $5,000. $5,000 buy your morality.
Oh, yeah. I'm a piece of shit.
Got to.
Right. Can't blame it.
See, at least I'm not the only ratty bastard.
Hey, Commish, those are two good additions for our team, right? They wouldn't do any. So.
But I feel better about it, though.
I just gotta say, man, I don't think I've ever seen any team with worse luck than Alex, because that roster is
loaded,
nuts, and he can't buy a win, man.
Alex,
I'm gonna start paying you guys off with FAAB dollars.
Get him some spreadsheets. That's what you need to do. That's
Hey,
what
man.
everybody
Hey, I
wants.
got a satisfied customer. Ask Chef, man. I nailed this.
I'm framing it. I'm framing it.
Yeah,
Get those
man. I nailed this
spreadsheets.
prediction.
Man,
Average Joe
200 fab
Sports
for a
at
win.
Joe's
Is that a
Pub.
deal?
Deal. I will do that right now. I already gave you the win, so I would love to take your 200 fab.
Like 200 fab.
All right, so we know how the contest came out. We know who the top score was. Let's see what else this week has in store. There goes Adams. There goes Jefferson. And that brings us to this week's top score.
If you ain't first, you're last. You know?
There's some good players in this pool, man.
I don't like it.
Duds in this pool.
There it is. David Skoll once again with the high score, 166.65 for the second time. So that brings us to our fabulous fundraisers. We'll mix it up a little bit because I think the order makes a little more sense here. We'll look at who got some funds this week. If you're watching this live, go to thearmchairathletics.com or follow the links through the YouTube, and you will find links to all of their amazing fundraisers. You can see them up there on the board. Don't worry about those zeros in the middle. That's just how much they got this week, and that will come into play. What we like to worry about is the total there at the end. Whoever gets $10 for their charity does get a share of the $300 FAAB giveaway every week. We see 7 players will get a share of that, $43 each going to those players. But it's more about the charities than the FAAB. So if you see a 0 in the gain column, look at some of those funds, those charities, and help those out. Also look at the totals on the side. We see some sitting at $10, getting their first $10 this week. Congratulations to Chef Boyard, DJ, and Alex for getting your first 10. That's how it starts. Once the door opens, the money starts coming in. And I know your charity appreciates it, and I appreciate what you guys are doing and working so hard to do. If you want to know more about those charities, just follow the links. And also we will be posting up videos from each competitor about their charity. It's really special. Almost everybody linked personally to these charities. It's pretty cool to see. Even cooler to see $2,060 raised so far. We're trying to get to 10,000 I'm putting it out there. I think we can do it. I think you guys can do it. I think we can get to 10,000 raised for these fundraisers by the end of the trenches. Keep working at it, and we will see more money go into your FAAB. Whoa.
Doesn't Jordan owe our charity $25?
Where are we going? What's that?
Jordan owes our charity $25. That was our backdoor bet.
That is absolutely true. It will be in there next week.
Nice. So $25. See, now if you're going to make a backdoor side deal, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Benefit others. Jordan has given to most of these charities, at least half. I think you're at half now, right, Jordan? I know you're working your way through.
Man, I'm really just trying to hit one a week. $10 here and $10 there. And this week I got Alex at the Gary Sinise Foundation. So, and
you're not the only one.
That's awesome.
Other competitors have given as well. So it's just really cool to see you guys giving and not worry about the FAAB and put these amazing charities first. I just think that's really amazing. And I didn't really honestly expect that. So it's really cool to see that happen. So that brings us to the FAAB watch, because like we said, some people are going to get the FAAB. Why do they want the FAAB? Because this is who just got thrown back into the waiver pool. That's a nice list. We got Stafford, Jackson, and Brady. We got Ramondre Stevenson, Higgins, and Hill at tight end. We got Lamb, St. Brown, White, Adams, and Jefferson. Man, you could win a championship with those just there. And
Minnesota Diva.
Defense. If you could
don't forget about that defense.
Get one out of each category, you could win yourself a championship. They're all going to be out there, and people have some FAAB now to do it with. So we see what you guys had before, and you guys get a little extra. There's the $300 divided up to 43. So these are the numbers that you will have to work with this week, trying to fish all those people out. how are we feeling about the FAAB pool and the people that just got thrown back in?
Actually,
I will be getting Justin Jefferson this week. It's happening.
He's going for Justin Jefferson. Who are the Let's do that. We'll go there. I'm going to start with you, Roop. There it is. Because no, I'm not. I'm going to end with you because you'll give me an honest answer. Andrew and Kate, Andrew and Kate. Who are the guys? Who's the best one out there? Who's the biggest target out there right now? I'm not saying it's the one you're going to go for.
Thrown back into the water.
Yeah.
Biggest target for us.
Doesn't have to be for you. Justin Jefferson. I hear you.
Yeah.
Founding
I hope
fathers.
so.
You guys haven't had much of an opportunity tonight. Who are we staying up till 2:30 in the morning for tonight?
We plead the fifth on that one.
Yeah, really? Who's going
Show
to
us
so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, game breaker.
All about that game breaker.
Yeah, I don't have any FAAB, so I'm just gonna wake up and pray something falls to me. That's basically what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So hey,
I forgot
Kamish,
about that.
Kamish, I will gladly take Kenneth Walker off your hand for 25 big FAAB bucks. Whenever you're ready, you just let me know.
35.
Actually, I'll make it 30 so you can afford a spreadsheet from Elio too.
35.
35. Walker.
36.
No,
There are deals
35
out
over
there.
here.
You might not need the waiver pool. That's all
There
I'm saying.
are FAAB deals going.
52.
I'll give everybody one FAAB dollar to not bid on
not
Lamar
on the
Jackson.
FAAB roster. Roop, I said I'd save you for last.
Deal.
If this is you, who are you going after this week?
I would probably be going for.
I mean, you're going to go for need, but just with that roster, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Vikings wide receiver.
Yes.
Jefferson. So it looks
that's
like
what I would. Jefferson is the way
On
to go.
by
I mean,
next week.
That's okay.
KJ Osborne.
On
That's okay.
by next week.
does it matter that he's on bye? Somebody tell me
No.
that it actually matters he's on bye.
If he fell in any league, I'm getting him. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, somebody lie to me and tell me it matters that he's on bye. So there we go. So there's the FAAB money. And that takes us to the part that everyone's waiting for every week.
Boy.
The game breaker. How are we getting screwed this week? We know that David cannot pick again, so that leaves it up to Nat, who indeed did have the second highest score. Oh, wow. Nat had no idea. I think Nat did have an idea, and she's a good poker player. But, Nat, here we go. There's the board. We see the ones in white have already been chosen, leaving all the rest at your disposal. Where? Oh, man. I'm so afraid to hit this button. Where are we going?
You're probably gonna regret this. What is wide load?
I think you're gonna regret this anyway. I don't know if there's like one up there you're like, oh yeah, I don't regret picking that one. You know what? I wish I had these memorized.
And Jefferson just got kicked off a team that they just picked up.
The next person you pick up is kicked off your team immediately. All right, wide load. Okay, this isn't the worst one. This is not the worst one. This is manageable.
That means it's pretty bad.
Yeah. This one's big. That's why it's wide load. All right, if your kicker misses, you miss out on all his points plus 2 of your starters. And
that's not really that bad, right?
And one of your opponent's starters does 2. If he doesn't, then double the first starter's points. Quarterbacks love kickers. They're exempt. So you can't pick the kicker as the one who gets doubled if your kicker doesn't miss. No picking the quarterback. But pretty simple. Kicker misses, 2 non-quarterback starters points and 1 non-quarterback opponent starters points. All go bye-bye. No misses.
This is terrible.
No misses. And the person that you pick who is not a QB, their points get doubled. So
we're gonna need some spreadsheets.
We're gonna need a lot of spreadsheets.
It's a good time to have Justin Tucker on your team.
You just said this wasn't so bad. This is
horrible.
Yeah, this is awful.
This is fucking AP.
It's just like a kicker. It's
This is
annoying.
AP.
I'm the host of the show. I'm allowed to lie.
This is
what
count
about
3.
if the kicker doesn't get an opportunity to kick a field goal or an extra point?
You're good.
So we're
Then
picking
no-
our
Then
right.
he didn't miss.
We're picking our
Then
There we
he
go.
will go down with 0 misses for
I
the
gotta pick
week.
somebody that doesn't think I get the kick.
Oh.
I want.
So
Who
Yeah,
picks
that's
the
bad.
starters
You
and
have
the
to start a
opponent
kicker?
starters?
This one is
Yeah.
fucking shitty.
So
Sorry.
wait a minute.
So
You
you
can
would
peg your opponent's quarterback
I
to
love
lose
that.
points if your
quarterback.
kicker misses.
No quarterbacks.
No quarterback.
Quarterbacks are out. You guys got
Who's
confused last-
picking the players?
0
So-
quarterbacks. There will not be a quarterback name.
So you can't reset your opponent's
If you're about to say
quarterback to
quarterback,
0 if
if
your
you're about
kicker
to say
misses.
quarterback, then I'm going to click your link off because there's no quarterback.
That sounds. Trying to.
Hey,
So what
Fox.
you're hoping
there's
for
places
is
on
for
the
the
internet
kicker.
that do that.
Hey, Fox. Who's
Yes.
picking the players?
All right, so the 2 starters, if your quarterback misses and you lose 2 starters points, those starters are picked by you. You get to pick the 2 starters who will sacrifice their points if your kicker fucks up because he had one damn job to do. All right.
Got it.
You will also pick one of your opponent's starters who's not a fucking QB, Alex. So your opponent will not know who it is that you picked. All right. Now, again,
Don't be a
if
Jody.
there's no misses, all right, you will pick a starter on your team to have their points doubled. Obviously, your opponent won't know who that is. So,
Not a QB.
who's not a fucking QB, Alex. The two non-quarterback starters whose points are going to get lost, picked by you. The starters whose points are going to get doubled, picked by you. You also will pick one of your opponent's starters to lose points if that kicker misses. So on one hand, you're like, well, if my kicker misses, at least my opponent loses some points, but you lose 2 people's points. So double-edged sword there, big surprise.
Now starters don't get kicked off in the wire, right? Just points.
Say again?
Nobody goes into the waiver wire, right? Just points.
There's the upside. See, Elio's got the silver
There's
lining
the
already.
upside.
You
That's
gotta
what I
keep your rosters.
But wait, that's what I was gonna say, guys. At least I pick, you lose no one. There you go.
You only lose the points. You possibly lose the match, but you still get to keep all your crappy players.
Your pride,
I
your
prefer
ego.
Everybody's team get blown up.
But
at this
picking
point.
the picking of the players before kickoff or after the game.
Yeah. on next week's
Okay,
stretches,
Alex.
we'll all pick the thing. No,
Redraft.
what you need to pick before the games start who they're gonna be. Austin will tell you it's not advisable to try and do it right as the game is starting.
By all rules, I hit exactly what I was supposed to do, and I got screwed out of 14.85.
You got
but I'll
screwed out of
take it.
4.85. 4.85.
Hey, but
You
overall
still
score
would've
is what
lost
I'm
the 10.
thinking of. Overall score
I
is
hear
what
you.
I'm thinking of.
No, I mean
Principle,
it's,
right,
it's
Austin?
smart. I get
I
where
did the
you're
right
thinking.
move all around.
I get where you're going.
We need better tracking from the trenches.
So you just need your kicker
can
to
blame
walk
Sleeper
out
on
for a
that.
kick and then pull a hammy before he kicks anything, gets taken out of the game. He technically doesn't miss, right?
He didn't miss.
No? Okay.
He didn't miss.
Yeah, so if he's 0 for 0,
He could be
You
0
good,
for
bro.
0.
He
He could
loses
get
nothing,
0
right?
points. If he doesn't miss, he doesn't miss. It doesn't matter how many field goals he
What if I
doesn't
don't
kick.
start a kicker?
I need to kick
Shut
it.
up, Nick. Don't ask that question.
Thought we weren't.
Oh, you're going to lose everything.
Oh crap!
What?
Oh, come on. It's 0 for 0.
Come on, Rube.
Starting kicker,
have
right?
to
Not
start-
somebody that's not the
All right.
third string.
I'll be taking some people down. What do you got? Yeah, we got 2? Yeah.
Well, I was gonna put this out on the text, but god dang it, guys, are fucking too damn smart. Yes, you have to start a kicker. Number one. I won't get into whose game breaker this is. I'm pretty sure
Well,
It's
shit.
not cursing a rule on this show?
it's not a rule. It's more of a guideline that everybody
A
breaks.
suggestion.
Me off.
We're in week 7, man. It's like the formalities go out the window.
From Jersey.
Think of the no cursing thing, like a speed limit sign on the highway, and you're doing a 2-day road trip.
I live
You know
in
what I'm saying?
Jersey. Are
Exactly.
you serious?
Perfect.
What?
Exactly.
Everything in
You know?
Jersey's over a highway
Do they
anyway.
even
It's
have
next.
speed limit signs left out there? Okay, look, you have to start a kicker. Okay, I'm reading all my little card here. You have to start a kicker, and it has to be a starting kicker. Okay, so you can't go out there and grab some guy who's who's on the practice squad and just happens to be listed on the roster. Okay, it has
Damn
to
it.
be a starting kicker. He has to be a starting kicker, and you have to start a kicker. Who else wants to bitch and moan this week?
I want to know how Founding Fathers got their lineup so jacked, because it wasn't jacked like 2 weeks ago.
Founding
Guys.
Fathers, what happened?
Hard work and dedication. Wake up every morning, eat our Wheaties.
Be an American.
Be a freaking.
It's hard, god dang work screwing up a team this bad. Oh, look at that. See, I could have made you guys beg.
Yeah, don't look now.
These guys are up like podcasting at like 5:30 in the morning. So what the hell else are they going to do other than tweak that roster? I'm just saying.
I got to come up with some good material for
4 in a row.
My video this week.
It's ladies this week, right? So I'm trying to enjoy it right now.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have fun trying to figure this one out. Folks at home, just be glad that you don't have to deal with it. Thanks for joining us if you came in live. If not, thanks for watching the show when it comes out on Friday. Everybody, I wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope nobody backstabs you this week.
Get it.
They shouldn't, unless you guys are sharing who you're picking off each other's rosters. So if you're looking for the way to make the backdoor deal, that's how you do it. Have a great week. Everybody be safe. Happy fantasy football and everybody. And we'll see you guys next time. Halfway point, guys. 6 weeks. Another 6 weeks. 2 people are going home. We'll see you guys next time on Trenches.